Okay, so enough of that. We got pigskins in the air, boys and girls. We have football back, and it's been glorious. First of all, um, salute to a fallen soldier, J.K. Dobbins. I have money against the Ravens in the last podcast. I bet a guy on. So basically, Ravens can't win. It can't go to. Sorry, cannot be present in a Super Bowl for the next 2 years, and I win $500. Now, I don't. You'd never want to go out. You never want to win because of an injury. Because I don't think that that wasn't the reason why I made the bet. I made the bet not because some injury is going to happen and switch it. I made the bet because I thought that they would not beat the other teams in the AFC to get to the Super Bowl if it happened. And you never like to see it go out that way. I hope hope J.K. comes back from his ACL and is fine. And they can get a replacement. It's not out of the realm of possibility just because J.K. Dobbins is out. I know that's not why Lamar fans think the Baltimore Ravens are going to the Super Bowl in the next 2 years. But it's definitely a blow because he did look promising for at least the near-term run game from the Baltimore Ravens. So salute to fallen soldier J.K. Dobbins. Now, since I'm a Bengals fan, we will have Bengals talk happening on the steady. And now the Bengals are going to be playing today. As I record this, it's Sunday, August 28th. Right now, it is 2:30 p.m. and the Bengals are Eastern Standard Time, the time zone where most people are paying attention. And the Bengals are going to be playing at 4 p.m. And so this would be the first time Joe Burrow hits the field since his ACL MCL injury, and we're gonna see how he looks like. I just wanted to say regarding Jamar Chase, that I don't know if you guys seen the meme where they had Jamar Chase when he got selected with the 5th overall pick in this past draft. They had him slowly morphing into John Ross. John Ross being the infamous bust from, what was it, the 2019 draft season, where since he drafted him, I want to say like 9th overall, after he ran a 4.22 and fucked up his hammy while he was doing it during the NFL Combine. Not a great sign, I would say. If someone sprains their hammy trying to go to ham at the NFL Combine, that... maybe pick and choose your spots. If you run a 4.25 at the combine and don't fucking throw your hamstring, leave your hamstring at the 20-yard line, that would be a better plan of action. I'm just saying. I mean, right? Go hard, show what you're working with, but and I can't believe they still drafted him after that point. Anyways, let's not. I'm a Bengals fan, and part of why I'm a Bengals fan is because I love Bengals ball. I love air raid. I love air attack, and you know what, the Jamar Chase pick, as much as I liked Penei Sewell. Full disclosure, I wanted Kyle Pitts to fall to us. I think that if Kyle Pitts fell to us, I would have took Pitts. But I do not mind. I think between Chase and Sewell, it was a pretty big toss up. And now that is since he taken that pick, that is Bengal ball. That is having just like the high flyingest wide receiving core. And if you think about it, if you got Penei Sewell, then you would have like say Dwayne Eskridge or what's his name, the guy on the New York Jets. I forget his name right now. The Elijah Moore. From Ole Miss. So you could have Sewell and Elijah Moore or Chase and the next offensive tackle that you felt was good, and I don't mind that. That's a Bengals ball pick. That is a having a super stacked wide receiving core, and work on work on your O-line, work on developing your O-line up, because you've got a couple guys there. You got Billy Price and Quentin Spain, and now you got Riley Reef and Carmen, and you got something to build off of there. You just got to build off of it and push it back to a direction that's just respectable, and then we are going to attract those next level free agents if they think we're only a offensive tackle or a center away from being an elite caliber team. You're going to attract that. So overall, I do think it was the right move, and you know what, the Bengals receivers are cool with it. Like, normally, could you imagine if there was a legit 1 and 2 wide receiver and they just draft another wide receiver? But from all that I heard from it's Tyler Boyd especially, he just sounds like he's so he knows that the way he's talking is like he knows that it's better off for them to have a dynamic wide receiving core instead of having 2 1-2s and then a not so good option for the number 3. Now, am I worried about the drops? No, not really. Drops come and go, and what you would worry about more is if his route running did not look good, and his route running looked fantastic. He was leaving guys in the dust. He was he was dusting Jesse Bates at some practices. It was just his drops. Hey man, get in front of Jugs machine. Just have Burrow throw some to you. Maybe you're used to Burrow. He hasn't been playing in a fucking year. Remember, he took COVID off. It's not just gonna come back right away. So even though I might have taken Sewell, I don't know. If the decision was up to me in the end, I probably would have taken Chase. Because I wanted the weapon anyways, and I think it's easier to make up talent and play up talent on in the tackle position than it is to play up talent in the wide receiver position. So far, I'm not even sounding the alarms. No alarms are sound right now on Jamar Chase. He looked fine. I am interested to see Burrow take some reps and see how his timing is and everything coming up. That'll be coming up in another hour or so. I wanted to make sure I had enough time to record the pod and then sit down and at least watch Burrow's first reps. But I just got done watching Trevor Lawrence, who looked pretty good. He had 2 touchdowns, one to Visca, and one to Farrell Cooper, and actually looked. He had a couple shaky starts, but was actually looking very good this preseason. So what did he go? He went 11 for 12, 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. 11 for 12. Like legit, he was throwing. He was throwing 30-yarders like most quarterbacks throw, like a 15-yard out. Like it is like it is not. His arm strength was really on display this time around. So that was good to see. Can't lie. I cannot lie about that, because I do have him on one of my fantasy teams. So one of my fantasy teams, I've been selling players from this fantasy team, and I developed all, and I just got draft picks. So like it's a dynasty league. So I ended up with a bunch of draft picks, needless to say. So this year in my dynasty league, I had the first, the fourth, and the seventh pick in the first round. So because of the draft picks I accumulated from selling my guys. So I ended up trading for the first with a couple of with a guy who had the first. I traded 2 firsts and Jerry Jeudy for the first overall pick, which I took Trevor Lawrence. Then it goes number 2 takes Najee Harris. Number 3 takes Trey Lance. So I take Jamal Williams because big fan of the talent. I think he's poised for a workhorse role. He showed everything you want to see while he was at UNC, and I think his average draft position was like 7 or 8, but I just think he's the best running back in the class. So that's why I took him. And honestly, to be truthful, my running backs are very. That's the one position of weakness that I have on my fantasy team, which I'll share for you my entire fantasy team in a second after we go over this first round. So I took Jamal Williams. The next pick was Jamar Chase. The next pick was Kyle Pitts, and so it comes back to me. Now, I already have Joe Burrow, but this is a 2-quarterback league. So I took Zach Wilson because, Zach Wilson's the number 2 overall graded quarterback. The Jets had absolutely no reservations in announcing him as their pick, and they didn't get pushed off of it. And you know what? In watching... In rewatching Zach Wilson's tape at BYU, I can definitely see why. The ability to make the throws and the off-balance throws, and he reminds me of like a bigger Russell Wilson. Like he can make the throws Russell Wilson can make out of the pocket, can scramble just for enough. Like I definitely thought I kind of agreed with the consensus that he was the second best prospect in this draft next to Lawrence from a tools and mindset and arm standpoint. I definitely thought he was in. So I went and took Zach Wilson. Now, it was only a 10-team league, so it went Fields, ETN, and Mac Jones for the rest of the picks. But I want to share with you my team right now. So, quarterback, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. I also have 6 quarterbacks in max spot in a 2-quarterback league. I also have Jordan Love, Teddy Bridgewater, and Mason Rudolph. So I all of a sudden, picture me without Lawrence or Wilson, with just Burrow, Rudolph, Bridgewater, Love. That's not great. So this draft, I really upgraded my quarterback situation. Now at running back was where I needed my Javonte Williams for my team, because right now I got Montgomery, Swift, Williams, Javon Williams, and my other guys on the bench right now are J.D. McKissick, Josh Kelly, DJ Dallas, and I drafted Trey Sermon this draft. So definitely my running back is not my strong point. Now with my wide receivers, A.J. Brown, DJ Chark, Deebo Samuel. I have Robbie Anderson. I just picked up Terrence Marshall in the draft also. I couldn't believe anybody have him. For tight ends, I have Cole Kmet and Irv Smith. And for defense, I have the 49ers D and the Washington football team D. So my team is just so young money right now. I am so ready to take over my league. And I think I'm just going to – it's kind of how it worked out. I would have loved to have Pitts, but I don't mind hoarding quarterbacks either because, like, if Zach Wilson or Burrow – Zach Wilson, Burrow, and Lawrence, if all of them kind of are good, I could shop one of those guys for a running back easily because it's a two quarterback league, and if you want to win, you have to have two quarterbacks. And a lot of these guys that are showing promise right now, like think about it, how fast it can turn around. Like Kyler Murray, okay, he looked okay. What if he has a bad year this year? People are going to be saying, oh, Arizona needs a new quarterback. Either that or they'd be saying they need a new head coach. But if Murray genuinely plays bad, then it's a lot more fickle than you think, and you need the right guys who are going to be there for a while. So I'm interested to see how my league plays out and how my picks played out. So selling off a lot of my high level players for draft picks and being able to select my own guys. So we'll see how that works. I just had a complete sell off, a complete tank mode, if you will. And I'm hoping to rebuild this team to something competitive, right?